So we've seen certain schools, certain conferences start to dominate some of these college athletics. But maybe we got to change in the tide, man. Makur Maker, top prospect, top 20 prospect, just about on every ranking system, has committed to Howard University and HBCU for next season. What were you guys' initial thoughts? I mean, let's jump into this. This was interesting. Rome, what do you think when you first heard this, bro?
Man, I was hyped, man. I was hyped. This is what we need, especially being from the city, man, and him going to Howard. That's love, dude. Like I'm excited. I think I'm gonna try to. Well, depending on how COVID goes, I think I'm gonna try to get down there and see my man play, bro. I hope this is definitely the spark of something bigger. He mentioned that when he signed or whatever, made the announcement that he's trying to be that spark, man. He's trying to be that first step forward.
Yeah, man, nah, for sure. He said his own word. He said it's time to make this HBCU movement real, so others will follow. So hopefully we see that, man. It would be dope to go check out a couple games over at Howard, man, with some primetime basketball. But hey, if you don't know, there's already good basketball going on at Howard University, so he's definitely gonna add to it. T, man, you know you're a local guy, DC, man. What do you think about Maker headed to Howard?
I mean, it's big. I mean, if you listen to last podcast, I said the MEAC needs to be the SEC. This guy is 6'11". He's the cousin of Thon Maker. You know, if you don't know who Thon Maker is another prolific, tall, African in origin basketball player. 7 foot, 6'11" with guard skills. And this guy's in the same mold. If you don't know, they're from the Dinka tribe, South Sudan. They're known for having tall players, but it's good to see these guys get over here. It's good to see the social justice movement really impact people and change people, because for a long time, we were seeing guys go to Duke. We were seeing guys go to Kansas. You know what I'm saying? Guys go to Kentucky, places in the country that they would never visit on their own. And he picked Howard. He picked the Mecca. He didn't go to NC State, which all fine HBCUs, right? But he went to Howard, and this is going to make so much more money for Howard. You don't got to play 1,000 road games. You can have home games. You'll get the television rights. You'll pack the arena every night. And we need more athletes that didn't go to these schools to funnel money into Howard. You know what I'm saying? Build a bigger arena. We'll get more players that way. So he has Bronny talking about maybe HBCU. The movement is real. The movement is real. He's going to go pro regardless. So a lot of these kids are one and dones. Why not do it around your own people, man? Faces that look like you, sound like you, talk like you, understand you. I love it.
No, I mean you make a great point, man. And for years and years, we know what this game has been about. There's been money handed out to big prospects for them to go to schools. It's not a secret. It leaks every once in a while, but what's going on. Just some people better keeping their mouths closed than others. But with the NCAA headed towards eventually paying student athletes, there's going to be a lot more transparency in that whole system. It's not going to be as much payoffs to get top prospects once everybody's getting paid to play college ball. So you bring up a good point, T. I mean, the money, you can follow the money. You can find out where the top prospects are going. I don't think it's a secret. Scruff, man, let's kick it to you, man. What do you think about Makur Maker making the commitment? And do you think that this could start a trend? T mentioned Bronny a couple weeks ago. We talked about a couple other players thinking about HBCUs. Is the trend starting now?
Bro, I don't see why not. Honestly, Makur Maker, shout out to you, bro, for starting the trend. But yo, what is really everybody waiting for? Because I'm gonna break it down, man. I've been talking about this college sports transition period. It's a problematic time for sports, man. Because the truth is, man, I'll keep it real with you. Most of these dudes is coming in. They're coming in their first semester. They might show up to class in the first semester. I'll give you that. They might be doing their thing for that part. Then once the season starts, man, they're over that, man. They're ready to go. They're out here handling their business on the basketball court like they should. Then they're ready to go on, man. They're trying to have a good time, keep it moving, and go ahead and go showcase their talent for that 1 year while they're waiting for the eligibility to go into the NBA. Now, if the NBA decides to change the rule, whatever the situation is, I don't know. As far as I know right now, if these guys are going to continue being one and dones, what's the point of going to a Kentucky, like a Michigan State? Like, why you want to go to a program like that for what? Because that's a program where you could really build yourself and stay and like really, really develop yourself over a 4 or 5 year time. Those are programs, no disrespect to any program in the game, but if you can go to a program like that, go ahead, give them a little bit of time, give them the due diligence to go ahead and get yourself right in that program. But if you're going to be on there on some quick charade, hey, I'm here for the season type stuff, then you might as well go ahead and keep that joint in-house. Go ahead, keep that joint with the Howard. Go ahead, kick it out to the smaller programs. Go to different schools. Who cares where you go to school then, right? Just have a good time with it. Go ahead and make sure you got the odds that you have on you, because that's at the end of the day, you got to have your platform to get to you need to where you go to the league. So for the players, if you could do that, that's fine. That's a win. And if you have a good time while you're doing it, that's a win. Period. If you're going to be a one and done, why not? HBCUs, man, everybody knows, like, those are fun places to go to school. Like, you feel me? Especially if you're not going to go ahead and finish your degree. Go ahead and have a good time with it, bro. Like, and you're actually keeping the money around. Most of those programs, I'm telling you, even if they got to pay the player too, they'd be happy to pay him. I'm telling you, it'll be a win-win.
Now you make a good point, man. And I think just even going deeper than just a good time you'd have at school. I mean, I hear reactions of people that went to HBCUs all the time, and you're in a place that enriches who you are as a person. You know, a place that's catered to who you are as a person naturally. You know, you're surrounded by other people like you with similar mindset. And that can be something that's really life-changing and puts you on a different path than maybe you expected. So if you don't understand the impact that can have, you should talk to somebody that went to an HBCU, that graduated from one, and get their account and what it meant to them. And I think that, I mean, just thinking about the history of HBCUs in sports, there was a time where Black athletes could only go to HBCUs if they wanted to do anything. Yeah. So think about that. And the shift slowly happened as PWIs were, you know, being praised for becoming progressive. These Black schools could no longer get the top prospects that they once were able to funnel in with no worries. So I mean, it's an interesting case. I mean, if you go back to the top 5 pick that was a HBCU athlete, you have to go all the way back to 1995 if you go look into major sports, and that'd be Steve McNair out of Alcorn State. So I mean, it's been too long. It's been too long since then, and I think maybe Makur Maker could spark a change. And if it happens right now, hey, I think it's what a time. No better time.
Yeah, I mean, and he picked the right place, man. Like, as a young guy, look, man, you can be in Ozio's, Rose Bar. I think the man's already 22. He might be 28. You know how they do when they come across the water. You know what I'm saying? Someone have to Greg Oden. So, right, you got to party while you can if you could come in all old. But I like it, man. I like it. You know, this is a great place. Why would you go to Kentucky, man? And we know that's a big college town, and no one from that town. I'm not gonna say no one, but come to where people look like you, man. Where people are going to support you. Go to the farms. You know what I'm saying? Dig into the culture. You know what I'm saying? Especially being of African descent. You know what I'm saying? He's not an African American. He believe he was born in South Sudan. Come over here. There's no better place. Like you said, this is the HBCU. This is Howard University, man. You know, tap into what's going on right now, the whole movement.
Word. Yeah. I ain't even get into how much I love this dude as a prospect either, man. I mean, the cultural impact is enough that it's like that literally took the whole conversation. But I don't want this conversation to pass on without letting y'all know, like, how much this kid is a freaking problem on the court, bro. He's like, you know, legitimately 6'11" with point guard skills, man. Like, no games. Like, it's going to be a problem at Howard. They're going to be able to run whatever offense they want around him. Believe that.
I mean, and you get a big name, that's bringing in more recruits. I mean, who wouldn't want to play with a 6'11" guy? If he's got cameras on him and you're playing next to him, the cameras on you, man. And like Bryce said, it's been too long. I think there's been a lot of risk involved with trying to break through and be that one guy to go to a HBCU, you know, because the money isn't there. You know, the big programs, the big alumni, that's what I said. Man, tell these big guys, man, LeBron, all them guys, they're doing a lot, but keep doing more and funnel money into the HBCUs. There's no reason. Track is the perfect sport where if you look at the HBCU, the track is, they get big athletes, and I'm glad that basketball's coming behind them, and football should come behind them too. There's no reason that the MEAC shouldn't be the SEC, man. I'll die on that throne. I'll die on that hill. But I mean, it is a throne. But
yeah, if black athletes that played football decided to go to the HBCU, that would probably and basketball, that would probably completely destroy the NCAA as far as college sports. I think T, you mentioned it, man. One big piece, man. If Bronny decides to go to HBCU, that will be the major domino that you will see the big trend. So I think, and that's a strong possibility because LeBron himself already makes big moves for social justice. So his son going to HBCU could definitely be the turning point in all of it for all the sports.
Word. Yo, LeBron, if you listening, man, go ahead, bro. I know you got the juice. Go ahead, man. If it's gonna be a one and done, go ahead, send them off to HBCU, man. Make a statement, bro.
Yeah, man.
I know you listening, bro.
Bronny will be a legend in this city. First day.
Yeah, Bronny would definitely be a legend if he did that.
He will be. He's the man already. He's gonna be the man.
He wouldn't even have to make the league. He could be trash in the league.
He's gonna make the league, bro. He's gonna make the league regardless. That's why he's the perfect person to do it.
He could be trash in the league. He's still getting a statue if you go to Howard, man.
But Makur Maker will make the league regardless too, bro. Regardless.
Right. He build a statue of him too. Put it on Florida.